And thanks again to Anne for kicking us off. I am Philip Nell, a local educator who has called Manhattan, Kansas home for over 25 years now, if you can believe that. Also, if you can't believe that. I am on the governing board of Indivisible of Manhattan, Kansas, along with Margaret McGee, John Q. Thomas, Jordy Sargent, Amber Starling, Martha Sweeney, who's here somewhere, and the founder of Indivisible, MHK, Christopher Renner. We are part of the National Indivisible Movement, which takes its name from the Pledge of Allegiance. Say it with me: indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Look at this, good citizens here. You know your Pledge of Allegiance. We are a small D democratic organization united by our shared belief in democracy, because how do we defeat would-be kings? We defeat them by building a broad-based pro-democracy movement, which you are all a part of here today. And turns around here, and we do that also by refusing our government's attempts to turn us against our neighbors, because we love our neighbors. And so here I must invoke the 20th century's greatest political philosopher, Fred Rogers. Beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day, and since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please, won't you be my neighbor? And as Fred Rogers says, neighbors are people who are close to us, and friends are people who are close to our hearts. I like to think of you as my neighbor and my friend. The wise words of Fred Rogers, because as neighbors, we are also potential friends. And so right now, good people, you are going to meet your neighbors, and you are going to ask them these questions. Why did you come to this rally today? And what is a strategy that you have for coping in these trying times? So you can turn to the person behind you, in front of you, next to you, ideally someone you don't know. Take a minute, just a minute. Ask them these two questions. Why did you decide to come? And what is a good coping strategy? Okay, neighbors, get to it.
Okay. Well done, neighbors. Well done. Well done. Congratulations, neighbors.
That's right, you are not alone. Indeed, there are only 10 U.S. states where President Trump's approval is higher than his disapproval rating, and Kansas is not one of those 10. His approval rating here in Kansas, since I'm sure you're curious, is negative 9.5%. And furthermore, each of these protests has been larger and more geographically diverse than the previous one. And No Kings on 3 is on track to be the largest single-day protest in U.S. history. So you are not alone. We who support democracy and oppose tyranny, we are the majority. The resistance is rising. You matter. We matter. The power of the people is stronger than the people in power.
We have to show up to vote.
And yes, we do have to show up to vote, as was pointed out. And we will have people directly addressing that today. And it may not feel like that. You may not feel powerful most days. But to quote the Declaration of Independence, governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed, and we do not consent.
Yeah.
In this rally today, in voting, in opposing CoreCivic's concentration camp in Leavenworth, in taking care of our neighbors, we are saying loudly that we do not consent. And this is our power. This is the power that can topple regimes, can build a better democracy, can create a country and a world where the many, and not just the few, but the many can flourish. So keep the faith, love your neighbors, and use your power.